So today I want to talk about my everyday natural detox and the Daniel fast. And so every day I try to detox with, you guessed it, apple cider vinegar. This miracle product has so many uses. You can use it for your hair to treat dandruff. You can use it topically to treat acne. But I like to use it in a special tea that I make that is essentially just apple cider vinegar and honey. And I put it in a large cup of water. I use 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar and about a teaspoon of honey. And it's delicious. I'm currently using the Trader Joe's brand, but I actually would not recommend it. And once I'm finished with this, I'm going to go back to the Bragg's Mother's apple cider vinegar. The Trader Joe's brand, when I make my tea, it still has that really harsh vinegar taste. But when I use Bragg's, it doesn't have it as much. And so I prefer it, and it's actually healthier because it has the mother's remnants of the apple, which makes it even more potent and healthy. And so that would be my recommendation if you wanted to try it. Apple cider vinegar is full of nutrients, full of enzymes, and it is awesome for detoxing your body and your liver. It is great for keeping your pH alkaline, and it even helps with weight loss. It helps to curb hunger. And when you make it with the honey, it's a natural energy drink. And so I definitely recommend it if you are looking for a light detox. Don't drink too much of it, and I try to always dilute it. Some people just take shots of it, but it's so harsh and it can be hard on your tooth enamel. And so I much prefer the tea. And sometimes I even put a little bit of cinnamon in the tea, and it tastes super good, kind of like apple cider without the vinegar, right? And so if you try it, or if you want to try it, then give this video a thumbs up. And I want to tell you a little bit about the Daniel fast. I have not done it before, but I am going to start in September, and I would love for you to join me. So now that we look good, let's be good. The Daniel fast is a biblically based fast where you eat only fruits and vegetables and drink only water for 21 days. I want to start by reading the Message translation of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20, and talk a bit about it. Or didn't you realize that your body is a sacred place, the place of the Holy Spirit? Don't you see that you can't live however you want, squandering what God paid such a high price for? The physical part of you is not some piece of property belonging to the spiritual part of you. God owns the whole works. So let people see God in you and through your body. And I also want to read a snippet from Rick Warren's The Daniel Plan. When God puts His Spirit inside of you, your body becomes a temple of God, a residence for His love. So let me ask you this. If you saw someone vandalizing or damaging a temple dedicated to God, wouldn't you consider that a crime? Of course. But you abuse and vandalize God's temple, your body, when you deprive it of rest and sleep, overeat, put too much stress on it, and fail to take care of it. This is so powerful. Essentially, everyone's heard, oh, my body is a temple. But, what does that mean? Are you treating your body as a sacred dwelling? Are you treating your body as a sacrifice of praise? Or are you, throwing down at everybody's cookout and, getting midnight snacks that you shouldn't be eating and just putting on weight year after year after year? So, if that sounds like you, I encourage you to, join me on this quest. Or even if you're in the best health ever, the Daniel fast is not just about the food. It is also about spending dedicated time with, the Lord daily, or spend it in meditation. But make sure that you have some sort of quiet time of reflection every day of the 21 days of this fast, so that we come out with some clarity, we come out with some focus, and we come out with some new goals going forward. September is a time of transition. We're transitioning from summer to fall. And I also happen to have a birthday in October. And so I thought, why not go into my next year in the best shape, physically and spiritually, that I've been in my whole life. And so I'm inviting you all to do the fast with me, to join me in this quest. They say that you get your best results when you're fasting with friends, and when you have a clear purpose as to why you're fasting. And so, I've told you mine, to go into my next year as, 28, on the top of my game as much as I can be. And so I'll ask you what's yours, and I'll ask if you'll join me. Please share your experiences with me. At the end of it, I'm going to do a vlog post with all of my results and what I've learned, and I hope that you will also share what you learn as well on this journey with me.
So here are the foods you can eat while on the fast. It's essentially a vegan diet, and I'll link some helpful information in the information box below. As always, be kind and be well, and don't forget to subscribe.
It also comes with the 2 hand creams. It has their cherry blossom, which is their best selling one, and I know why now.